Oh, here you go. Go. Good? That's a big fish.
Full hand on tail, yeah, looks sick.
How wide that thing is.
What if I was on the full medium?
Beautiful. Oh my, that's a big fish. Limp.
That's what I've been waiting for all day.
That's over 6. Oh. That's a good fish. Donkey. That's a heavy spot. Oh my God, please get the net. Please get the net. I got you, buddy.
That was the weirdest point ever. There you go. What the? Oh yeah, he's got another 4.5.
Oh my God, this might be it. If I can land this fish. Holy sh! 5.06. She's thick. Oh my God! Oh my God! Holy sh! What a beast. Dude, that's it. 4 pounds smaller. I need a picture. Oh wow.
That might be a 4. That might be a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4. You guys show that off to 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Holy. Trailer just getting that. Yeah?
Yep.
Dude, that's unbelievable.
I'm still swimming. What happened to me?
Yup. 5.3. Sorry for freaking out. My first fish of the year. There we go. That's a big fish. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes! 4.14 though. Gee. Not too shabby.
Welcome back to the channel, guys.
Hello.
Look at what I drew. And I drew it for my dad. And it's Big Blue with my dad's bass boat hooked up.
What's Big Blue?
Your old truck.
My old truck.
And here's you inside it, Dad. Driving.
I have really big hands.
Yeah, you do. Your hands are like really big.
Your eyes.
Is that it?
Welcome back to the channel.
Yeah!
Okay, you guys are done.
We're gonna talk about how to catch the fish.
You gotta catch a snake.
Why a snake? You talked about a snake last time you were on this. All right, say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good evening. How's everybody doing?
Hello, everybody.
My kids insisted on being on the show tonight. How can I say no? I can't. Be a terrible dad. All right. Oh, I have one more thing to show. So yeah, as I showed you, that was lighting. Big Blue, my old blue Tundra, with my boat. My son drew that earlier, and he was like, "Dad, put this on the stream." I'm like, "Wait, I'm not gonna put it on. You gotta show it." So he did. And then this one is a new logo that my oldest son Jared drew for me.
You guys are getting all new T-shirts with this logo on it.
It's gonna be fantastic. Then that's gonna go towards his college fund. So thank you all. Every shirt you do is another $1 towards the college fund. Oh, how the hell is everybody doing tonight? What a weekend, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
It was busy. It was phenomenal. We got to meet a lot of people. A lot of talking, literally talking all 3 days I was there, non-stop, start to finish.
Yeah, it was pretty much non-stop talking the entire time. It was wild.
It was...
There's a lot going on.
I don't know if humbling is the right term. There's another word I'm looking for, but humbling keeps coming to mind. The last, 3 expos we've been to, but especially, this most recent one, and then the New Hampshire Outdoor Expo we did last year, was just a mind-blowing experience. We we do everything here, right? And YouTube's been doing good, and Instagram and all that stuff, but it's different when you get to meet all you guys in person, and it's a mind-boggling thing. I don't know that I'll ever get used to it. It's just, I'm extremely appreciative of everything that everybody does, and the sheer amount of people that came out, just come out and hang, support, everybody at the Expo, especially like some of our sponsors too. I know Ben's was saying great things. I know Beast Coast was saying amazing things. A lot of you guys were referencing us and like that. They were all extremely appreciative of that too. It was a very busy weekend, but a good one. As just like the last two, I walked out of there dead tired, just body sore,
exhausted. Just yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm still awake and tired.
Yeah, it usually takes like a couple of days to recover from that. Northeast bass mark. Oh, I didn't spend any money at the Expo. Liar. I'm actually. Oh, I should have brought my bait down.
I should have brought my baits with me, but
wow, we really screwed this up.
I had them on my bed, and I was like, all right, I'll grab them. And I was like, well, walked out, got in the truck, started up, and I was like, well, I'm supposed to bring those with me. It's upstairs. It's freezing out right now. I'm not getting up back out again. So here I am, no baits with me. But I wasn't even going to tell you that I bought that bait. I was just going to show up here with it and be like, oh, I got one too. The 9.
Oh, yeah, the glide.
Yeah.
I texted the family. I was like, hey, oldest son, can you bring down that bait for me so I can at least show off the... I bought a few things. I was looking for some very, very specific jerk baits, and I ended up finding actually the exact one that I was looking for at Berkshire Bass. And I was looking for a very particular smelty kind of colored jerkbait from the Mega Bass Vision 110s. I really wanted those. And thankfully I found it. So I got a 110, a 110 plus 2, and a 110 plus 1 junior in that pattern, which made me very, very happy. Other than that, like that was kind of like, alright, if I find it, and like just kind of like in passing, I checked Ben's first, he didn't have it, unfortunately, but we went over to talk to Berkshire the last day, like half an hour before I left, I was like, ooh, they have it. So I bought that. And the crown jewel, thank you, sir. Get out of here.
There you are, my good sir.
Thank you, sir. Penny for your efforts.
Off with you, peasant.
That's my new toy. I got myself, that's a 9-inch, right?
That's a 9-inch.
Yeah. 9-inch bull glide from Bull Shad. Talking with Brian in Korea over there, and actually I talked to him earlier this year because I bought a Depths 250 on him, and he was like, when are you going to buy one of these? I was like, as soon as I can get another one of those yellow perch patterns. Tell me that isn't sexy. It's got like a little blackish purple on the back, beautiful stripes. He worked very closely with the painter over there, Jen, at Bull Shad, to tweak this until they got what he felt, in his opinion. And I wholeheartedly agree with him, was like a beautiful, like northeastern yellow perch pattern. And that's about as good as it's going to get, folks. That is fantastic. And now I got another giant glide added to the arsenal. And of course Andrew was like, well, I want one.
So I bought the same one, but I got it in, I don't even know what color. It's just like a lot brighter color, like just like a normal looking baitfish color. But I'm also getting one, this is the exact same, another one of those that is painted in...
Oh, they're split.
So if you're at the Expo and you went to Mike Buca's Bull Shad display, whatever I can't even speak.
Booth.
If you went there to the booth, to his booth, and you saw the 7-inch shad painted glides, I didn't see any in 9-inch, so I got to talk to Brian again in a couple weeks when he gets back from, I think, Columbia. He's going down there for peacock bass. He's going to build me this one in that shad color, which I'm really excited about. Oh, they're painting it. Jen's going to paint it in the shad color.
Which is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was it. I seriously went into this like not planning on spending a ton of money, and with the exception of that, I mean, I spent a lot of money on essentially 5 baits, but I, reached a point where it's like a very particular, especially when it comes to big bait stuff. I'm not done yet. I'm still looking for more. I want another one of those in a rainbow trout, but at $200 a whack. Just one for now. Please and thank you. I'll get a 9-inch eventually. Oh yeah, a 9-inch rainbow too. But now I've got my bait Sanity 9.5-inch and that matte perch, which is why I was very happy to get this, because it's definitely a more glossy finish. So different conditions, same bait. I think this one from Bull Shad is going to fall a little slower than bait Sanity too. So having that flexibility, and then the depth's 250, which I believe is going to kind of sit in between those two.
Oh, you got hooks with yours?
Yeah, hooks and split rings are in there. Did they shaft you on hooks and split
He
rings?
didn't have any left.
Oh. Call Brian. Like, Brian, what the crap?
No, I'll just...
Yeah, Stone Man. Yeah, Jen's channel is awesome. I've watched quite a few of her videos. She does phenomenal on that. But so I mean, as far as the New England Fishing Expo goes, it was an absolute blast. Everybody that we talked to said amazing things, with only 2 exceptions, and they didn't. Not that they said bad things. It's just they were a little shy of what their target was. But those were specifically just like big swim bait sellers. Other than that, everybody else said that it was a record year. And I'd believe it. I mean, I got there at like 2:30, I think, on Friday, and it was pure pandemonium, probably until about 5:30. And prior to that, they said that it was slammed. And they did really, really well on Friday, like across the board. And then Saturday was an absolute madhouse from the moment the doors opened until about 5:30. Maybe.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, actually, I don't know that. You would know better.
It was busy the whole time I was there. And then even Sunday was busy too.
Yes.
We had the big storm last year, so not everybody could go.
Wait.
And with COVID and everything, and this year with everyone that didn't go last year definitely showed up this year, and it was pretty wild.
Audio. Oh my god.
Is the audio not working?
Did you not plug this in? The USB? Oh my god. Fudge.
Thought I did.
All right, is that better?
I think it might be better now.
That sucks. I'm glad I was paying attention because I only saw... Oh, shit. I am so sorry, guys. Like, I only see one person talking about the audio. I'm like, there's got to be something wrong.
Okay.
Or, like, something wrong with his setup. And then I see it again. And I look down. As soon as... hang on, where was the comment? This is what...
What was capturing the sound? The camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I mean, in all fairness, it's not that bad. That one, Kevin, thank you for saying that. Sounds like you're in a tunnel. The moment you said that, wrote that in there, I knew exactly what you were talking about. And we forgot to plug in the big beast that takes all the audio and stuff. So it's actually pretty funny. That whole time we were talking during the intro then.
Nothing.
No, like, the whole time the intro was playing.
Oh, yeah.
They may have been hearing that.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, while we were all talking. Whoops. Hey, you know what? Sometimes these things happen. We made it to episode 97 before that happened, so that's a pretty good streak.
Not bad.
God damn it. It's amateur hour up here. Sorry, everybody. Was echo early? Okay, yeah. All right, that makes sense. So what time did it actually start really slowing down on Saturday?
Probably around like 5:30, 5:45.
That's pretty good, considering it closes at 7. It was good. I mean, we all ended up leaving a little earlier than I originally planned. I was going to be there till 2, get back for my kid's birthday, and then Andrew and our buddy Nate, and actually one of our other subscribers, Carl, where everybody's like, we're all hungry for lunch. I was like, how about we all leave for sushi right now? Right up the road in Westford, Mass, is Soul Kitchen. Mm-hmm. And the sushi is just about some of the best you ever have. And everybody's like, yep. So the 4 of us took off. We got a beer, got some sushi. Like $80 later per person. I was like, all right.
Yeah, for you. You guys were drinking. I spent $44.
Wait, did I even have a beer? I don't remember.
You
Yeah, I did. I did have one beer. It
and
was
then
Friday. I didn't have one.
I ordered a Coke and she said Pepsi. Sure.
Phenomenal food.
The food was so good.
Yeah, and then we were back down there pretty much all day Sunday until like every one of these exos we go to, Sunday's always like really busy from open
till around 1, and then everyone's like, all right, start packing up.
Yeah, it kind of like peters out from like 1 to 3:30, and by like somewhere around 3 o'clock, it just dies.
Well, a lot of people, they got a long way to travel, some people, so it's...
Yep. As soon as you see 3:30, it's like, everybody's like, all right, pack it up, we're done. So, yeah, anyway, you know what? New England Expo was phenomenal. Anybody that made it down to come say hi, we thank you very much for coming down there, especially those that spent money at all of our sponsors. I mean, just going there, buying tickets helps our guy there, Dan, anyway, and Ben's Tackle Shack, so that's always great.
You say brisket burrito? Where in the
BT's on the way
What the
home after
hell's a
Expo.
BT's? I want it.
Wait, is BT's the one down by Treehouse? Because that's not that far from where we were. So tell me that's where you stopped. I've heard if that's the place I'm thinking of, that's got to be like, it's got to be it. I've heard nothing but amazing things.
We should go.
Well, we will plan, dude. I'm fucking telling you, there is a spot we need to fish that I have been to that you need to go to with me down that way.
Okay.
And then it's like right there. Beat smoke. Yeah. See, I was right. Okay.
In Sturbridge.
So
Okay.
we're gonna make that plan in the spring. That place is gonna be nuts in the spring.
Okay.
So aside from that, I did 2 seminars over the weekend. If anybody kind of missed the upload on the channel on Monday, we uploaded Saturday's seminar, which was cold water jig fishing, and that went pretty good. I thought I was pretty well prepared. Kind of lost my head a little bit at first. A little nervous for like the first minute or so. And I got into a groove, but the one thing I screwed up about was like talking about locations. I never circled back on that. Didn't click until after I got down. I thought I was running out of time, and I just I lost track of my pacing for it. And what I didn't cover. So I was like, just what I always do. I got down, thought about it, reflected on it. I'm like, okay, now I know how I'm going to approach Sunday. And Sunday's seminar went much, much better. I covered ice out fishing tips. Both days I got my jig hung up inside the tank, so that was for a good laugh. And but otherwise, like I was really happy with myself Sunday. I don't feel like I missed anything. I was coherent. I had fun with it both days.
Sunday was mint. Sunday went really well.
Well, thank you.
Well, both of them went really well, I think. The first one, I could tell you were like, you started and then you stopped, and you started and you stopped, and then you just flowed through the rest of it,
Yeah.
which was mint. And then Sunday you just started and kept going, and you were good from start to finish, and it went really good.
Yeah, I made sure to stop and really take mental note of the actual like steps that I wanted to go through. I'm going to cover location. I'm going to cover different bodies of water. I'm going to cover baits. I'm going to cover cadence. And I just kept hammering that in my head. These are 4 major talking points, and just keep that in mind, and it helped me to segue from thing to thing. And I was really happy with it. And I didn't realize I actually only talked for 20 minutes. I had 10 more minutes. So next time, I'm actually going to wear a watch when we do these things, so I can quick reference it to see how I'm doing on time. Because both times I thought I was going to talk right over the whole through my freaking half-an-hour seminar.
You're around like mid-20s on both of them, I believe.
A little lower. So the first one, I think it actually only ended up being about 20, maybe it was like 18 or 19 minutes.
Oh, really?
I have to go back and double check the video, because I that's like almost completely raw, uncut from the seminar we recorded. And then Sundays was a little over 20 minutes. I'll have Sunday's seminar up on the channel for Friday. That's the plan. So it was, I don't know, man, it was good. Actually, real quick to the comments, then we're going to talk about New Hampshire Outdoor Expo, and then we're really going to just roll with everything we're seeing in the comments. Oh, Kevin, thank you very much. Sunday, you're a pro up there. I was trying. I was really trying. I had some big shoes to fill, because I went after Bill Owen on Sunday.
I ran out and grabbed my coffee in front of him.
That was funny. Did you see
Hey,
Jerry's comment?
Yeah, something like I don't know.
I forgot his coffee on the fish trailer. Which South Jersey? Did you only get soft plastics at the Box Pro Show, or did you get some hard baits? Oh, wait, you're talking to somebody else. Sorry, my bad. Alex, Sean, that spot you're talking about might be where I caught both my 6-pounders this past season, not far from that area. You and I can talk offline, sir, because I think you might be right. If we're both thinking the same thing, it's close. I've been there once. Place is awesome. Jamie, you are 110% right. 30 minutes is a long time up there. I mean, like I said, I got about 20 minutes in. I was the whole time thinking, like, I'm way over. It just started. Then you realize how much you can actually say in 20
You know
minutes.
how hard it is to hold a camera still for 20 minutes?
I brought the tripod, and you were like, what do you want to do?
Well,
He's like, I'm going
because
to hold it.
there was really no place I could actually, because there was so many people watching, there was no place I could just set up with the tripod and just leave it and go. So the first time I was at, where the hell was I standing? I was standing at...
The first time you're standing at Wheaton's Lodge.
Wheaton's Lodge, and I had it kind of standing up on a chair, kind of like sitting, just kind of holding the camera. And then the second seminar, the one on Sunday, I was behind Ben's booth, behind the curtain, on top of a ladder, holding the camera up, like trying to. It was tough, but there was a lot of people there both times, and it was really, really good.
That's probably the most mind-blowing thing about the whole thing is how many people were there to watch me talk at my seminar.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I got up there, like, this is all I could see. Like, I was looking for Andrew, and anything outside of, like, literally exactly what I was looking at was just blur, because I was a little nervous. And then when I got up there and I started talking, it was a little bit wider. And even though I still felt good, like my focus, like I couldn't focus in on any. It was more focusing on one thing versus seeing like the whole picture of what was in front of me. And it wasn't until like the last minute I was about to get down and I realized how many people were there. I was like, oh, holy shit, that's wild. But then Sunday, my head was clear, everything was fine. I got up there and I like was about to get started. I stood up, I took note of how many people were standing around. I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of people again. But I enjoyed it. What?
There's a lot of people.
It was good though. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to our plans for the New Hampshire Outdoor Expo. We got some things I still got to talk to Dan about to get a few things squared away for what we're going to have in the booth, but we're going to be there for the New Hampshire Outdoor Expo.
All weekend. Friday through Sunday. For shizzle.
Why don't you tell them what we did last night? You were at my house for like 2 hours.
I was. The fuck did we do that? Oh.
A lot of planning.
Jesus. Yeah, lots of planning and booth prep, I guess you would say. Planning the booth out and how we're going to... If it all goes to plan, it's going to be sick. It's going to be a really sick booth.
I'm excited for it. My friend Chris, who one of my longest friends, one of the first people I ever made friends with when my family moved from Mass to New Hampshire in 1993, October 1993. Dude, him and I will have been friends for 30 years at this
Chris,
October.
The one we play with every night.
Yeah. He's the one that does all the thumbnails for the channel now. He's gotten really big into woodworking for like the last couple of years here-ish. Really? And he's collected decent amount of tools. So he offered to help. Cool. So I'm thinking Saturday when we go and we explore our options, he'll probably come with us. And like between the three of us building this, we should
get it done in a couple hours.
Yeah, I was going to say like we could just pick a Saturday after you get out of work and knock it all out in one shot. Construction, if we decide to go paint route, that can be the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe if we wait a little bit longer, then we can get smidge warm weather for that paint. So everything is good, but I want to make sure there's cure time and everything. So when you walk in towards our booth, it doesn't stink like paint. Again, if we go that route, I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to be there. I've got plans. I got to talk to Dan, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same as last year. We're going to have seminars every day. And if I can, I got to get a lock on the Wi-Fi in there, because if everything's good and I can get help there to man our booth so we can do it, I want to do a bonus live stream straight from the show. And
everyone's going to be there.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
No, it'd be kind of cool to be able to do it. Or, it's one of those, maybe we'll just stream from the phone and walk around and, just do it that route. I don't know. There's 1,000 things we can do. But I do know one of the seminars we're going to plan on, we've done it on the show here a million times, is, the open topic thing. Every expo I've ever been to, whoever's doing a seminar, they have a very, very, very specific topic. So I was thinking, it'd be cool if we just went there and, open it up. And then have somebody able to walk around with a microphone so we can easily hear it. Unless people can project, they're happy. It's not that big of an area, so we might not need that. But it'd be kind of cool, just to have everybody come over and forget a specific topic. Just ask anything you want. There might be some burning question that nobody's ever covered at one of these seminars. Screw it, open floor, man. You can ask whatever the hell you want, and that could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a plan for at least one of those days. I'm thinking that if it works out, that's Saturday, hopefully around peak traffic, we get a lot of people in there and just open up the floor for an hour and a half, whatever Dan can afford us. Dan, I really hope you're here listening. It's going to be good. I think it's going to work great.
Well, there is
Dan, live stream, yes. Dude, as long as we have decent Wi-Fi, we can do it. You can do a seminar stage classroom style. See, exactly. That's what I would like to do for that show. I think that would be an absolute blast. Mm-hmm. We worked on some new apparel stuff that I got to place an order for in the next day or two here. We're going to have more hats. Trucker caps are coming back. Alec, I haven't forgotten how you won. Okay, I need to hear it from here. Zip-up hoodies or pull-up hoodies? Or pullover hoodies? And this, your classic style hoodie, is the material for either one. I want to see it in the chat right now. What's your preference, zip-up or pullover? Because I can do one or the other, or I could just do a lot of one. T-Money, I don't know who you asking that to. I'm curious. Oh, God, here they come. T-Money, what are your favorite baits to imitate herring during the herring run?
Probably jerkbait, crankbaits.
Yeah.
Glides.
Or just swim baits in general.
Or just
soft bodies. Son of a...
Wind baits.
Who saw that?
Chatterbaits, spinner baits, Alabama rigs. Want me to keep going?
MD, I am going to revoke your channel membership. Zip-ups are not 100% garbage. A good zip-up is worth its weight in gold. I used to wear exclusively zip-ups.
I never do. I never have. I don't like them. I mean, I'll wear them once in a while, but I prefer just the big, heavy blanket that I put on every morning. Any specific swim baits? Herring don't really get that big, so probably anywhere in like the 5 to 6 inch range, I would have to say.
Jamie, we can do that for you.
Northern Bass G-strings.
Zip up. Wow, it's like an overwhelming number of people want zip ups.
Okay.
Or sorry, pullover versus zip up. But
Zip, zip, zip.
zippers always bunch up and make bacon shapes.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's great.
They do. It's just like all the way down. And then it's like,
If it's a good one, yeah, when you sit down, it's
and
like,
it's
"Whoa."
like, hi. Just throw this up real
All right. Shit, now I gotta
You know what's
think about
funny? I'm wearing a Taco Warehouse shirt, but I literally bought my first bait I've ever bought from Taco Warehouse 2 weeks ago.
Very first time ever.
Ever. Very first time ever. I'm a loser.
Way to go, dummy. Pull over. All right, I'm liking it. All right, pull over. So maybe we rethink this. Okay, here's the other question.
We're just going to get both anyway. People are going to buy both.
This material, like your standard material, or like what Beast Coast has, where it's like that polyester.
Well, they're going to say this for sure, but they're also not
don't
going to
know
want
if
to
I can
pay
do
for
this.
them.
I want Reel Nothern Bass, Daisy Dukes, and I'll walk the mic for your seminar. Ben,
I'll do that.
we get it done.
Dan, can I Daisy Duke it?
Beast Coast style. Yeah, I don't know if I can get it though. That's the thing. Not this run. Tell you what, for at least for what we're gonna order for the New Hampshire Outdoor Expo, and then I think we'll do some exclusives for that. If we're gonna do like this material again, it's gonna have to be a pre-order. Polyblend is the only way. I know it's so
Yeah,
nice.
well, wouldn't be able to get that for the show though. I don't think.
I don't think so. Well, I know I can't from. I would have to order them from somewhere and then get them in time and
Get
bring them
them.
to my printer
Like we did
to
last
have her
time.
make them. Yeah, because I already checked them. They do not have this material, so I'd have to figure that out. Okay. Well, anyway, now you guys have an idea what we're going to be doing, but we're going to be at the New Hampshire Outdoor Expo the whole weekend, start to finish, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll have our own booth. We're going to be there to hang out, answer questions. We're going to have some stuff to sell. If you guys want to come out and hang out, support us, we would greatly appreciate it.
Jamie's coming.
Wait, Jamie, I got a guy that can turn around in a week. In that material, the polyblend? Okay, so maybe
As long
hoodies.
as they're not those fancy. I mean, this is an AFCO. No, this is his custom one that he
This
had
is his
built.
custom one, yeah. But I don't
like
want this.
But the AFCO, like the one with like the thing built in.
I can't get it. I don't want this. It's nice when it's cold, but there's not enough times where that's a benefit to me. And it feels like it's choking me the whole time when I'm not using it. So I don't want that. If you guys, if you have one that doesn't have that, I'd be very happy. Oh, you know what? Yes. Okay, good. And Josh, where's the New Hampshire Expo again?
In New Hampshire. It's in Milford, New Hampshire at the Hampshire Dome. I don't know the exact address.
I think it's Emerson Road. Just like the ones I sell. All right, Jamie, I'm going to hit you up tomorrow and try and get this squared away, figure that out.
I like the ones he sells too. The ones he has are nice. I need to get one of those.
Which one?
One of Jamie's sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Concur. That's the AFCO Reaper. No, this is actually not an AFCO Reaper. It's the exact same kind of style, but this is custom cut and sewn from for Beast Coast. He found his own supplier. They cut it, sewed it the exact way he wanted it. There's a few things that are quite different from the AFCO. And then, he had his own everything thrown on it, so it's nice. Kevin, Sean, to run a large screen printing shop. Hit me up if you ever want to talk. All right, yeah, we got options.
The 6-inch zipper ones. I like those
Wait,
ones.
Josh, everything was too far for you. You went fishing anyway, and if I could, I'd still go fishing too. But you know what? At that point, at that time of the year, there might be a chance we could go fishing right after the show again, like we did last time. Yeah, fucking right. No, the only way we could do that is we go fishing in the morning before we come to the show.
Go for a couple hours.
Could get up at the ass crack of dawn, go fish for a few hours, come back, drop the boat, go to the show. There's no way we could fish Sunday too.
Dan, can we bring the boat in the show just
Yeah,
so we
Dan.
can like go fishing and just drive straight in? How cool would that be?
Cone off that one side of my trailer. I don't want anybody standing on until I get fixed.
Yeah.
I know, Josh. I had the chance, dude. I was tired because I still had to work Friday morning, so I was up early anyway. I was out there wicked late, and it's an hour drive from my house just to get down to the expo. I wanted to go so bad, but I was like, "There's no way." Especially where I had to be there for my seminar at 11, and I'd be back home early for my kid's birthday. I was like, "Yeah, it just couldn't happen." It would be great though. What is it, Dan? When I managed Dexter Outdoors Pro Staff, poly with only zipper up top was about 6-inch zipper with collar, very popular. Yeah, I can't do that. It's got to be straight up pull over or straight up zip up. I can't do that little half one. Airlock system sucks for bringing vehicles in. Yeah, it's also very true. They should make pants that have a Velcro slot instead of a zipper. Nothing worse than catching this.
Catching the sack.
What the Franks get over the beans?
The Franks or the beans?
Had the beans get over the Frank. Oh, wait a minute.
There you go. The New Hampshire Dome, 34 Emerson Road, Milford, New Hampshire.
Yeah. You need to get on those shorts, buddy. Right there. Shorts and ad revenue starts today.
Okay.
Missing out on money. Get her done. Oh, Alec, that's not the same place. Oh, I know the place you're talking about, though. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We got a bleeder. Josh, Sean, are we still on for fishing this summer? Still on for the summer fishing together. Yeah, we're going to make that work, buddy. Oh, JP, what's up? What's up, everyone? Is it spring yet? Not yet. We're trying. we want it to be. I don't know, man. I think that's it for everything, I guess, Expo related. I guess one other question I'll throw to you, and then by all means, just keep the regular fishing questions coming up. No, never mind. I don't want to ask that. We already have a color preference we have in mind for everything. So we're just going to roll forward with that because those are the colors I want to. So that's going to do it.
They look good. Trust me, you guys are going to like them.
Mm-hmm. They're going to look fancy. MD, when is that New Hampshire show? Missed this past weekend. Hang on. I have it in my calendar because I can't remember the exact date.
16th, 17th, 18th, something like that.
Month. It is March 10th, 11th, and 12th.
I was wrong.
Pass and Panda, shut up. It's always spring in SoCal. Jerk.
It was summer in SoCal.
Oh, here we go. Favorite cold water search bait, in my opinion, a Megabass Dark Sleeper.
What? Favorite cold water search bait?
I don't know your answer.
What, A-Rig? Or Okashira screwhead? Or
I'm thinking
spy
like
bait?
ice out.
Or trick bait?
Yep. like when I'm thinking like cold water
or square bills.
Search
Square bills
bait
too. Sometimes.
Sometimes, like especially even in really cold water, it only takes a couple days of like really good, nice, like warm front that pushes up, and that will pull those fish up a lot faster, like surprisingly fast. Bait fish will come up really fast. They'll find a nice shallow area. Bass will come up, and in areas where you can't get a jerk bait to work because it's too shallow, a good sized crankbait, square bill, works wonders. And then if you get those lead tape, you throw it like a ton of either suspend dots or the strips all over it so it slows down how fast it comes up. It worked a number of times, and it's phenomenal. Those are my two favorites. If we're talking like cold water, where I got to really slow it down, but I'm searching. Or actually, my number one would still be a jackhammer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's too much fun. Hide current, March that one.
Well, when every 20th cast was a 5-pounder, yeah, it was pretty great.
Yeah, seriously. Andrew bounced a check in my booth over the weekend. That Andrew, I got to tell you. Classroom, you have 30 by 10. Okay.
I don't even know if I have a checkbook. I don't think I don't even have online banking.
This is actually a really great question from Mark. Is Beast Coast going to be at the Milford show? Maybe. I have to talk to Dan and Derek, and I got to make some phone calls. Dan, I will talk to you tomorrow. We got to figure this out because there's an option that maybe this could work out. But obviously this becomes much more business related. So maybe if possible, yes, but right now it's a maybe. We don't have a definitive answer on that. We got to work on it, but I think we can make it work. I'd like to hope. I hope so.
Right. That would be really good. I think for everything, for everybody.
Yep. Donk Swampy. If you only had 1 week to fish up north for smallies, what week would it be? I already know my answer, baby.
Where north?
I'm thinking he's probably talking like Lakes Region, New Hampshire, Winnipesaukee, Squam area.
The last week of my life.
I have an answer. It's based on a number of experiences we've had up there.
Probably end of April, like the last week in April-ish.
I'm going to go a week later than you. I'm going to say the first full week of May.
Okay.
Or whatever week the lakes hit 50 degrees
Right,
and
as
stay
long-
there.
Yeah, now we have no idea. It could be middle of March when they hit 50. You never know.
Right, yeah, middle of
year.
March or end of May.
Right.
you never know with what we kind of get for spring up here. Although I know Newfound Lake, for like specifically because the webcam was wide open, like even as of like last week.
Border of Canada.
But, oh my God! Okay, so probably the first week of June.
Maybe June, first or second week of June.
What, dude? I'm like whatever week it is that water temp between 50 and 55. So they're definitively not on beds, but they are fired the f up.
Yeah, yes,
And
eating
it's-
everything that moves.
And it's just some of the most fun fishing you'll ever have. Alec, by the way, sorry I missed you on Saturday, Sean. I was trying to catch you on my way out, but Andrew said you were running around with the kids, saw the seminar. Great job. Thank you very much. And yes, my family came down, and they were there like 10:30, and I think they hung around until almost 1 o'clock, and then they took off. The kids, at that point, my youngest was like, I'm done. I want to go home.
He had the coolest suit there, though.
He was my little
tell you.
Russian mobster. Straight
told
up
him to
red
sit down
Adidas tracksuit, man. Was it the Croatian? No.
I don't know the squat. I don't know what they call it.
No, the Slovakian squat.
Maybe
Something like that.
something. I don't know. They do it on chairs. They do it on sidewalks. They do it on stoops. They do it on light posts. And they do it everywhere.
Dude, this blood red, full on Adidas like tracksuit, and it was
Top
great.
and bottom, everything. It was sick.
Jim, I had to buy Depths 175 at the Expo. I want to be like Andrew when I grow up. I know he showed me. He's like, "Look, I bought it." It's like that's
What, the
awesome.
175?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What line am I rigging my new What line am I rigging my new heavy 7-6 foot rod with for a
The
175?
175, you could probably get away with 20 pound.
I would say that 20 pound
Probably be
Brazix,
fine.
mint, or
Red Label or
Red Label. That
Anything-
Defiant smooth casting,
yeah, I would definitely go
fluorocarbon.
with that.
That stuff is.
The Defiant line is phenomenal.
We said North Vermont, Border Canada. Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, everybody. 20 pound for 250. We went to 24. The 23.8 pound from Defiant for our like bigger glide baits. Like basically these. My bait sanity, the Explorer Gen 2. That's a 9.5 inch. It's like 9 3/4. Depth's 250. Like, could you throw it on 20? Yeah, but throwing it on 24 pounds is a lot less nerve wracking. I can promise you that. Cam, so you think fluoro is the deal for guides? 110%.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could also go braid to fluoro leader, but
I think it's less forgiving. Well, I think it's like, at that point, it could be just like anything else, where it depends on the model of glide you're working with,
Right.
especially size and stuff, but you might be overworking it with straight braid. And I learned that from a conversation with Brian Correa, who has done how many years of testing, being friends with Mike Buca there at Bullshad. Like, he does a ton of testing prototypes. Guy lives that big bait lifestyle. And I remember when I first got, like, my bigger baits, like I got my first glide, my first big wakes and stuff. We talked about that a lot. And he was just like, I have more confidence in fluoro for a number of reasons. I will still throw braid if I'm throwing specific top waters, but like my LFOD Monk, that thing, I can get away with straight fluoro on that, like that 23.8 pound from Defiant, because that bait is so big and the bill on it is so big that the line can't pull the face down. It doesn't change the action on that whatsoever. So even if I do get a little bit of a swoop from my fluorocarbon sinking down below the surface, it doesn't impact the bait in any negative way that I've found. Would I prefer to throw it on braid? Yeah, but throwing it on straight fluorocarbon, especially when you're slinging, 4.5 ounce baits and heavier, it's just a lot less nerve wracking throwing those things on straight fluoro than straight braid. Straight braid's just so unforgiving.
Yeah, and if it backlashes, you pretty much say goodbye to that bait.
Yeah, and I just.
I mean,
it
it'll
doesn't take
happen.
much.
It'll happen with straight fluoro too, but I personally don't like any stretch unless I'm doing like something specific, like actually crankbaiting, which I don't really do too often. I still go with straight fluoro on everything. I haven't really had to. Yeah, for big baits, I stick with the 23.8 Defiant fluoro. That stuff is just fantastic. I was using only either Seagar Abrazex or Seagar Red Label 20 pound. But after that line, actually, yeah, that was 20 pound when I broke it off in the video.
Yep, and then after that, I was like,
I was like, no, I need more. I need more than that.
Yeah, we haven't broke anything off since then. Bass and Panda, our buddy Jason there, he made a really good point. Co-poly is also excellent for stuff like that. That Izor line, XXX co-poly, that's a pretty good line for the price. So you can kind of get into it pretty easily and not really have any problems with it. I just saw hang on South Jersey. Don't do fluoro for glides, only use nylon. Elaborate, please. I would like to hear you on that. Northeast Bass Fishing. Mark, I hate leaders. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Even with an FG, just for giant baits like that, it still is, it's not a fun thing. And I specifically have a custom swim bait rod with bigger guides that I had the option, like standard size guides or slightly bigger. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Those slightly bigger guides might make my life a lot more enjoyable trying to throw a braid to fluoro. Nope, I still hated it. It's just, that's a lot of weight to be slinging with any kind of leader knot going flying by your thumb at Mach 10. I couldn't do it.
Oh, he said, meant to say I don't.
Oh, I meant to say I don't. Oh, all right, there's that. But yeah, okay, so there it was. Al, which by the way, we got to meet him at the Expo both Saturday and Sunday, and it was an absolute pleasure to meet you, dude.
Oh, yeah,
I'm glad come and hang out.
I must have talked to him for 45 minutes twice.
Yeah, I think so. Hang on.
And that takes a lot for me to stick around and talk to somebody for more than 5 minutes.
That it does.
Like 2 minutes, you're pushing your limits.
Did you answer this question from
Which
Alec
one?
about what line we're using when you sent the depths? Is that what I just heard you talking about?
That was Red Label. That was a
20-pound Red Label?
20-pound Red Label, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just bounced around a little bit. Lizard Owl did ask, best not to use for blade to fluoro. FG is king. I really like the Alberto knot myself. It's really easy to tie up until fairly recently, but only specifically with two of my lose rods have I been having issues with it. Literally any other rod, zero issues. There's something about the exact size of the guides on two of my lose rods, my loose spinning rods, that I keep breaking that knot off. So I have to do something else different. And I need to relearn how to tie that FG knot to get around it. It's weird why those two rods are, but some combination of my reel spool size and the distance to that first guide, the stripper guide, and the overall size of them is just causing me fits. I've casted off so many freaking baits on this thing. So until I change it up, I just was having a nightmare of a problem. Everything else though, casting, other spinning rods, doesn't matter. Everything's fine. Doesn't matter what line weight I'm using, the whole 9 yards. Just something strange. Cam, how do you deal with the stretch? Does it mess up the action or nah? No, straight fluoro. There's really not that much stretch with the stuff we're using.
Not really stretch at all.
Soft casting. Define soft casting. Smooth
Yeah,
casting
you don't
is a
need to
braid.
be as hard as you can to get that thing out there. Just a good, just lob it. You get the right trajectory, that thing's going a mile.
Yeah, dude, it's so
8
satisfying.
foot rod, 7'11".
I have a 7'11", two of them, and a true 8-foot rod.
I have a 7'11" extra heavy moderate. Rated.
What
What the hell is mine? Is it
Which one? The Lose?
8 to 12 ounces?
Which one is that?
My swim bait rod.
The Lose? I thought that was a 4 to 10. Did you buy one more that was like even heavier? I don't think they make that.
I thought it was 10.
4 to 10 ounce.
Yes, 4
Yeah.
to 10. Is that what I said? What did I say?
No, you said 8 to 12.
Oh, sorry. 4 to 10. My bad. I was
may
looking
have
at
said
one that
4 to 10
was
before.
that was 6-14.
We'll get it. But on that topic, from Faith First Fishing, hold up. How am I just realizing you guys are sponsored by the big guys? Strike King, GoPro, Lose. How in the world do you even go about getting sponsored by them? I can elaborate on that a little bit. GoPro isn't that. I mean, that's like a true promotional staff. That's not like a professional deal by any means. Like most of our other sponsorships. That one's kind of hard to explain how that came about, but
That just kind of just happened last year.
yeah, last year. And actually, I forgot. I got an email from them a few weeks ago to re-up for this year.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm going to do it because I don't need to buy anything. I'll probably do it anyway. But it's really the program's really limited, but it is pretty cool. Like I found a way to get it done. I applied. They're like, yeah, and then now it's our second year, and they're like, they sent me an email. Hey, if you're interested, we'd like to have you back. So there's that. For Losing Strike King, it's a little bit more elaborate, and I really kind of can't go into too much details on that. But that is like a truly legitimate sponsorship. There is cash involved. This is coming up on our 5th season with them, I think, since I started.
With Lose. 4th, 5th?
4th. I think the 4th season.
4th or 5th. I think this is the 5th season.
4 years, 5th season.
Yeah.
5th season. There's some, like, nothing bad by any means, but there's some stuff going on behind the scenes at Lose that typically at this point we've already re-signed for the year, and we've already got, like, tell them what we want. Everything's already on its way. We do video, and like life's really good. But they're going through like a whole mess of changing over their ERP system, and the rest. I think they're using SAP. That in and of itself, for anybody that's worked at a big company that uses some sort of ERP or MRP system, that basically manages all of your inventory, your SKUs, like the whole 9 yards, is a nightmare. I've been through it before. It is a nightmare of a process. So I can sympathize with what they're going through. It's not easy. Then after that's all said and done, then they're going to turn their attention to all of the programs they have, including the one that I am in. And, well, I say we now. And I don't know. I had a really good conversation with another individual down at the Expo. And what he gave me for feedback was very, very promising. So I'm really, really hopeful that we're going to continue to be able to continue that relationship with them going forward for 2023. And I don't know, if not, I have another option that I can explore for us, but I really hope that works out. And so Lose and Strike King are owned by Rather Outdoors. It's the same company now. So from that, that's how Strike King became an option. And that wasn't there until last year was the first year, like March 2022.
Yeah, like the end of the year.
Yeah, and oh yeah, no, that was like in the summer, wasn't it? That was like late in the year.
Well, we got our order in right before. Was that Champlain?
I think it was after. Yeah,
No,
we put it in before Champlain, but we didn't get everything until after.
We had it for Champlain because
Did
I
we?
was throwing that big.
Oh yeah,
giant
all right, yeah. Okay,
bait.
so no, that was pretty late, but yeah, it was good. So we I don't know. Anyway, I'm hopeful that both of those are going to continue. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So we'll see how that goes. And then everybody else, like, actually, now I think about it, every sponsorship that we have now has been awesome because it's been people approaching us. Like with the exception of GoPro, everybody else has reached out to us to make this happen. So that makes me feel pretty good. Oh, Hella Bass, I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom really quick. Listening while I show prep. Gotta go mix a drink. All right, buddy, sounds good. And thank you for coming to hang out.
See you, bye.
Gloves, because you cut your fingers and hands tying the FG over and over. Yeah, truth. I can hide that. Fluoro tends to pull the glide's nose upward, and mono or nylon allows the bait to stay even and get a better glide from it. Okay, interesting. Alberto, Sunline Fluoro. Oh, Don Man. Hey, buddy.
Don Man. Like
Don Man.
Don Man?
Don Man.
Oh, shit.
Don Man. Sunline is great. I'm so late to getting that. I don't even know if he's still here anyway. We'll see. I'm trying to get through the comments to see. Everybody's talking a bunch of really good stuff. Glides on 8-foot rods. Yep. Mm-hmm. Jake. Yes. Glides on 8-foot rods. What are you throwing for your glides? I mean, we're talking big boy glides.
That and bigger.
Yeah, that and bigger. So 8-foot rods is the minimum where I would start. I actually wouldn't mind an 8.5-foot rod for those. But then storage becomes like kind of temperamental. Shit, I'd even like a 9-foot rod for that.
No, I'm pretty
Really
happy with the
send it.
8-foot rod. pretty happy with it. I mean, it's not too much swing, and it's not too little where you're like missing the bite completely. It's just right in the middle.
Yeah, that's true. I think 8.5 would be dope though. Be dope. Dude, even like 8.4. 8.4 would probably be like that real happy zone.
Mm-hmm.
A little extra oomph on it, a little more backbone without giving up too much of that suppleness in the tip. But it just being able to like really lob it. Oh, okay, I want an 8-foot-4 rod. So Jamie said Alberto or Slim Beauty. I've never even heard of Slim Beauty, but now I need to look that up because I'm really curious. I like a polymer knot, everything, hence no leaders. What do you tie again? Improves clinch knot? Is that what we figured out?
I don't even think that's what it is, but it could be. It's kind of is, but it's
you go
the finishing
through,
move is different on the improved to what I do.
So you go through, wrap it 7 or 8 times, and then what? Take your tag and go through the loop at the bottom.
Go through the top loop,
Ding,
and then
ding,
back through the bottom.
Ding, 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 ding.
I don't know.
Ding, 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 ding.
Through the bottom. Yeah, you go through, wrap it a few times, go through the bottom hole, and then back up through the top.
Well, I'm
Never
curious if
broken
anybody
off the
knows what you're
fish on
talking
it.
about.
Never broken off the fish off. I don't even know what the hell the name of it is. I bet somebody in here knows, but
It could just be like the original clinch notch versus, or cinch knot, whatever it is, versus the improved version. I don't know. I'm curious if somebody can understand what you're. Andrew does the loop and swoop.
I do. And
Grab
then I
it
pull.
here, grab it here. Pull it through the hole.
I use a bowling knot for everything.
Cam, soft baits, they also throw the straight fluoro.
Yes.
Straight 20-pound more often than not for that, though.
Yes, straight 20-pound, but at the same time last year I did start throwing it with
Straight braid.
straight braid, which was a little scary
I still prefer straight fluoro.
because that fish that I got that was them behind the rock and I
Yeah,
had to wait
4
for
and a
it to
half.
come out. I cast up over a rock with a 6-inch.
That was nerve-wracking.
No, it was 6 or 7. Or was the 9?
No, that was the Working Class Zero Citizen 7.
7.
That was one of the original ones I had that I got from Jason, Bass and Panda. That blue one.
I tossed this thing up over a rock,
Boulder.
and as
Big old
soon as
boulder.
it landed on the other side, it went thump. Like, oh, uh-oh. I'm like, I can't do anything. I can wait for it to get back around the rock, and as soon as it comes around the rock, I just feel it turn the other way and do this, and I just set the hook as hard as I could. It's actually in...
I think we did a short for it. It's on Instagram. I think it's a YouTube short. I know it's on Instagram for a reel. It's on TikTok. I don't think there's a full cast to catch video on the channel.
There is. It's in the video that I did.
Oh, yeah. The
It's
best
right
of
in the
2022.
beginning. Best of 2022. It's right in the beginning, and then it's like probably 3/4 the way through I finish. I actually go through and it shows the whole catch.
Dude, that it's like a gnarly hook set on a heavy fish going the opposite way when like you use both hands to set the hook, but usually you're like both hands are going to go from here to here, right? With straight fluoro. And you go because the rod doesn't want to go any further. It only goes like a couple inches. The other hand's like
Yeah.
which is what he did. He's like
Hand went flying off the rod. I'm like, ah, yeah. Oh God. That was cool.
Everybody's saying, I'm going to bounce around a little bit here before I go back. Holy crap, buddy. Sounds like a clinch or a trilene knot. Okay. Or it's an improved clinch, the double shindo knot.
It's the double Husker Du.
The whoopty-whoopty.
The whoopty-whoopty.
South Jersey. In braided leader, you get way more casting distance and your spool doesn't get dumped after a cast. So your line per turn stays the same versus straight fluoro Marno. Yeah, that's true. Mike, will you be using that flagship reel from Lew's, that new Elite TI? You're goddamn right we are. I'm going to blow the vast majority of our budget on two of those combos. 2 rods, 2 reels.
Yep.
We're both getting a new jig rod. And if I
Thing,
can,
oh my God, I want the heavy.
I want the 7.3 heavy or 7.4?
I think it was 7.4 heavy.
7.4 heavy fast. That's what I want.
That is perfect.
Dude.
That is absolutely phenomenal jig rod right there. It's long enough where if I could get 7.6, I would. Just for those deep water bites.
Yep.
That's 7. So, I would love
So
that.
I can tell you right now, if Lose comes through, which I'm feeling very confident that's going to do it, and we get more stuff in, we're both getting that Elite TI combo. After that, I don't know what you're getting, but I know I'm actually going to get one of those TPX whites. I think that's what it is, or TPX 1.
Like
It's a white rod.
$100
It's like a
rod,
$100 rod. They have a
I wouldn't mind getting one of those either. Those are pretty nice.
the only thing is I want a new jerkbait rod. I want just a dedicated jerkbait rod. And I got
So
to
do
touch
I.
it. I'm not a huge fan of white rods, but it looks and feels nice. So I can kind of get away from the color and not be too concerned with it. And they have a 6.8. However, it's a medium light, moderate fast. And I'm concerned that might be way too light for my preference.
It is.
But I like
know
that
my-
6.8.
You know the rod that I use for like Oka shear and all that? The
Yeah,
spin
yeah.
rod? That's a medium light, moderate.
See, I want a medium, moderate, fast.
Or is that a medium moderate?
Anyway.
Medium fast. Sorry. So
We're
it's
gonna-
completely different.
Yeah. I want to look at one of the other rods that they have on the cheaper scale because I want to be able to do, like, that's a big thing. Now we're getting to a point where I want to do more product reviews for a number of reasons. One, because I want to be able to speak more technical and from, like, vast experience perspective on a lot of these things that we've used, and especially from our sponsors' products, because it's stuff that we wouldn't take any of these sponsorships if it wasn't shit that we didn't already use and believe in. But now we've had stuff for several years that we can really speak to the overall quality, sensitivity, just overall value, the whole 9 yards. So I want to do that. Plus, it's just going to make sponsors happy anyway because they want us. We need to do a better job of representing them from that standpoint, like actually putting them first and foremost up front. I just realized I totally forgot to do something. We forgot to do 2 fucking things at the beginning of this. All right, we'll fix that for next week. I had this whole thing planned for Waterland fishing for sunglasses at the beginning of this. We'll have to do that next week. We got something for you guys on that. And then we have all that stuff from Nate.
Yes.
It's all right. Next week's going to be a
will.
really good show for a number of reasons. I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, so
Nate, our buddy Nate Ibera, if you've seen him in the chat, which I'm sure you have, he hooked. You're going to want to watch next week's show. We'll just say that.
it's going to be worth your while. So anyway, I want to, like, we have all this stuff from Lose, but a lot of it's like $200 and up, right? Except for the rods. Pretty much all the rods are $150 and up. And then I have two Mach 2 speed spins. They're the spinning reels, and those are like $80 reels. But other than that, it's all expensive stuff. And I want to be able to do reviews of all this stuff for people to kind of help their decision-making process when they're out there buying things. But I want to like expand on the range of price points all this crap that we own. So that's kind of the, like, in addition to everything we've already done and always done this season, this is just going to supplement that. Everything we've ever done for videos all these years, like, that's going to continue. That doesn't stop or slow down to get replaced. This is just going to be in addition to that. I want to keep doing this stuff. So I want to try and pick some other stuff from Lose that's like in the $80 to $120 range as well to go with all this like $200 plus stuff that we have. But anyway, 2 Elite TI setups for the 2 of us, or 1 each. New BB1 speed spools because they redesigned that. I've had 2 forever that I love, so I want to get that new model. I need another reel for my jerkbait rod, whatever I get. That's kind of the plan for that. What's going to Lose Walmart deals? Walmart? I have no idea.
No clue.
Wait, Carl, I saw multiple messages from you. I want to make sure that that's not... Okay, good. Jesus, I'm falling behind. I did an exhibitor anonymous. Discount 35 Vision 110s, 15% rate. Guess who won? Oh, God. Are you using a large spool round casting reel on those big glides or low profile? Lose Super Duty 300 wides for most of our reels. Do you have any of the regular Super Duty 300s? Because I have 2 wides and 2 regular 300s.
I think I just have 2 wides.
They're awesome. And they're not like those giant ones that you typically see, like those Calcuttas or whatever the hell they are. It's just a 300 size casting reel, and I like it. It's awesome. Those Super Duties are legit. Like, they're so good and durable, bulletproof. We have beat the piss out of ours since we got them, and they still perform flawlessly. Like, they're
Surprisingly,
phenomenal.
they haven't exploded on us.
No, we haven't been nice to these either. What the fuck?
What happened?
Thank you very much, Ben's Tackle, for the donation. Here's two things we haven't done. First off, everybody that's watching, we appreciate you very, very much. If you haven't taken the time to drop a like on the stream, please do that. This is a problem when I have the kids on the stream. They totally threw off everything I had planned for the beginning of this, and especially going through like that initial thing with like, drop a like on this, share it, and all that crap. For the people that are doing it, sharing it on Facebook is phenomenal. You guys are helping out more than you know. And it is absolutely paying, like it's paying off. Like the amount of growth I've seen in the last couple of months alone has been really, really good. We greatly appreciate you guys. Ben's Tackle Shack, Dan, thank you very much for the donation. That's huge. We're looks like we're fishing a few more tournaments with some of this. I don't know. We got more investment to do in the channel. We'll see. We'll figure this out. But thank you very much for the donation. Anybody that's willing to donate anything, it helps more than you know. And honestly, anything that we get at this point, and what we have gotten is just sitting in the bank right now. I decide what to do with it. It's probably going to pay for doing this Expo stuff, for getting this display case. I want to do this right. I want to do it proper and put something there. But like everything just goes back into the channel in some way, shape, or form. Oh, we were talking about a new camera. That's what we're doing. Another camera. Yeah. Anyway, one of 3 ways you can do it. Right here in the chat on YouTube. Down in the description below is a link to both our PayPal and Venmo. Anything you guys want to send is more than hugely appreciated, and we thank you for it. But no pressure. And then, of course, there's always channel memberships. We need to schedule that private stream. I'm so tired of talking about it, not getting it done. We are way behind. We got to get that done. We're going to get it done. Okay. Jake, 7-Eleven never ends up staying on the boat because it doesn't fit in the locker. Yeah, that's the benefit of my boat, is that I can fit like an 8.5-foot rod in a few of my things. In one of my rod lockers, which works. Lose Xfinity. Jeff Sprague rods are being sold at retailers cheap because they dropped him as a sponsor or whatever. Probably because he got disqualified at that one tournament this year. Wait, was that the guy at MLF that was caught snagging fish or something? Was that him?
Really?
I meant to send you a video last night.
I watched the tournament last night with him in it. That's funny.
I meant to send you a video.
I think.
Ike Live, and they were interviewing Ish Monroe. And Ish left MLF. Or BBT, and now he's going back to the Bass Opens. And he spoke very candidly about why he left
the MLF.
Yep, and BBT. And his number one reason was because of the blatant cheating going on by certain professionals on the trail, and MLF did nothing about it. Just slap on the hand.
I believe it.
And that was pretty interesting because I haven't paid attention to any of that crap. So now I have like a lot of catching up to do because now I'm curious. I'm intrigued whether or not it's true. But everything I've seen so far, it was true. So I'm curious. Carl, Sean, dedicated jerkbait rod. Get the GOAT Shimano X Bride, a 610 medium. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be really nice. We'll see. A lot of things we could do. I'll be curious to see how you guys like the new lose rods for jigs. You know me, I drink the Shimano Kool-Aid. There's nothing wrong with Shimano, man. I can tell you that. Oh, Talon. Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining in. Anthony, you had said something earlier, too. Oh, been running Shimano Scorpion Metaniums and green Corrados for several years now. Still interested in switching them out. I wouldn't either. Like, those green Corrados are about one of the best reels ever made. And I love lose, and they've been great to us, but facts do be facts.
You know what's funny? I think I actually might have.
I had one.
Because Jeff came home with a bunch of reels one day. Oh, those older, bigger ones. I'll have to look through to see if there is one in there. I got a few of them. I'll have to see if that's what they are. I don't remember, but I know they're those older, bigger. It's either Shimano or I don't remember. It might be Shimano's. Oh.
Now I want to find out what you have. Find them.
I know. There's 3 or 4 of them.
Stone Man. I have no money. I can donate baits, but I feel you guys got that covered. Tell you what, we can make something work out. We don't need them for us. We can do them for somebody else. Help you promote your brand a little bit and do a little giveaway. Stone Man sponsored, and give some stuff away to some random winners one night. Maybe.
I actually have a glide from you.
No pressure. Totally up to you. Just throwing a random idea out there that's very loosely formed. Yeah, you do have that one. What was that? Was that the brook trout pattern one?
No, that was it was a bluegill.
Where'd you put it? I know you have it. Is it in your MRE bag?
No, it's not in there. No, I think it's actually sitting on my desk.
Ooh, Dawn, y'all fishing the LCI. Is that the Lake Champlain Invitational? The one where it's like every species counts at something in the middle of the summer?
Where's that?
DJ fishes it with Alex, I think. And then I think Pat fishes it too, and he goes for catfish. If that's the same tournament I'm thinking of, I'm curious. I don't know. I do know, like, the only plans we have definitively right now, Plunder Bay Open, held by the, Rutland Bass Club up on Lake Champlain, Plunder Bay, Lake Champlain in June, and the Berkshire Fall Classic in October. Like, those are the only two definitive plans we have right now.
Where's the LCI? Where is that?
I don't remember. Oh, okay, I do remember. I think it's, like, literally the whole lake, and they've got, like, multiple weigh-in positions.
What lake?
Champlain. It's the Lake Champlain Invitational.
Dude, I would just go catch pike all day long.
I have no interest in doing that, to be honest. If I'm going there, if I'm going to go catch like random fish, I'm not going to pay money to do it. Just go out there and have fun doing it.
We already do that anyway.
Yeah. I'm good. Hell yeah, let me know. All right, Stone Man, hell yeah, let me know. I'll have more bigger glides than the Hampshire Show this year. All right, dude, let's make that happen. Let's talk. Hopefully we can help you out. 3906. Damn. It's a good show. Anywhere in the lake, I believe. Okay. Oh, yeah, Mark. Anywhere on the lake, I believe. Well, here's the other thing. Because I'm still not decided on what our tournament trail is going to be because there's a few clubs I'm waiting to see what their schedule is. But, I mean, I know Ben's Tackle Shack is doing their trail, and they've actually got a couple of good locations that I wouldn't mind trying to participate in. But the thing is, like, my whole plan and desire for us this year was I wanted to fish a whole tournament trail. But I wanted to pick one that was like just 4. That way we can still travel and do everything we like to do and have fun. But 4 events, locations that were like, even if we haven't fished them, they just sound like fun places to go anyway. And I want to see how we can do for points overall for the year. Like that was like the all end all be all goal. Like what can we do over a whole series?
I wouldn't mind trying that.
I just got to pick one. But now you throw in the fact that we're doing the Plunder Bay Open and then the Berkshire. That doesn't leave a whole lot of options if we try and fit in a 4 tournament trail right in the middle of all that or around it, and then make sure there's no overlap. But the idea of New Hampshire TBF is pretty awesome because 2 of those 4 tournaments are on Champlain. I think it's, if memory serves correct, it's Squam, Connecticut River, Champlain. Like hell yeah,
dude, that could be really good.
That could be a ton of fun. And those 2 Champlain ones are 2 days. The only thing about Reynolds is they changed their payout format, and now it's $5,000 guaranteed for first place, which is freaking awesome. But the amount of money that goes to like second and downwards now has significantly dropped. So you either win and like you're stoked, or you're not that stoked. Maybe second place, you're still pretty stoked. But beyond like third and down, it's like you're paying a lot of money for not a lot of return. You're really going to swing for the fences. And as much confidence as I have in myself to try and get that done, I don't know that we've got multiple first place finishes under our belt. Dude, that's hard at any level, especially those guys. Those are all hammers. I don't know. Thayers I looked at too. The only problem with Thayers is they're on Saturdays, so he would have to miss like a considerable amount of work time. And then I can, well, it's early enough I can make that work around my wife's work schedule. She can start taking Saturdays off. But that effectively cuts out like one free practice day. So I don't know. I'll have this figured out in the next week or 2. Reynolds TOC at St. Lawrence. Yeah, and I saw that, and I was like, yeah, get an excuse to go back up to the St. Lawrence. Could be a lot of fun.
That place is something different, that's for sure.
We're just going to go back in August for a week, or like a long weekend, like 4 or 5 days, and just fun fish.
I can do that.
That's what I want to do. I want to go up there when it's cold. They all kind of pulled back in a little bit from Main Lake, Ontario.
Ugh, cold?
Not cold.
Wet enough.
Colder.
Oh, colder. Okay.
Colder. Middle of October? End of October? Who cares if it's cold, man? We catch like 30-pound sacks every day. Okay, no, it's not going to be every day. But there's a good chance we get a 30-pound sack. It'd be great. Oh, have a good night, Stowe, man.
See ya.
Talon, man. I skipped last year's my kayak club. Went all big water, and that sketches me out my current setup. Yeah, it's tough. what Anthony's saying. MLF would be better if they completely switched their business model. Literally, put models in bass boats, swimsuits, catch as many fish as possible. Now it would draw views. Yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong there. I was talking about that with a few of my buddies on the Discord earlier last night, and they made a good point. Like when MLF first came out, it was like, okay, cool, this is new, it's different, it's refreshing to see that, and it's kind of cool to see it. And then I can still see newer anglers enjoying that because it's like a ton of fish in the same amount of time as you do like with the elites, where a lot of those guys are really just going for 5 of the right bites more often than not. But man, after that first year I was all about it. I was like, yeah, MLF is cool. Like I like bass and everything too, and this is nice to have to supplement it, and I enjoy it. And after that first year I was like, yeah, no, fuck this.
Yeah.
It's
I've been watching a lot of it lately, and it's just like, okay. Like that elimination series that they do.
They just have a wonky fucking format, man.
Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of it. I'm going to switch to a 5-fish limit this year. Oh, good. I do like the way they weigh them and send them right back, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Grat. Team of the Year money, Hampshire TBF is probably the best in our area for the entry fee. Yeah, then there's that. Which would be pretty awesome. I just, honestly, as like nice as the money would be, I'm more just concerned with like, how can we do overall for a season? Like that's one of several ways you could really measure yourself for like how much do you really know and how flexible really are you in certain situations. I'm a whore for just trying to constantly challenge myself. I don't know how to stop. I'm very competitive, so I want to try it. Smash Cold and Spear Wave on the St. Lawrence River sounds like a blast. You know what? If we do it on on Newfound in 50-degree weather, what's the difference? Newfound, Lake Ontario.
Yeah, that was pretty cold that day.
That was, dude. I mean, we were up there. Water was only 50. That's not warm.
And it was ripping wind.
What was it, 35 sustained out of the northwest?
At least.
Like 25 to 35 or something like that. I swear to God, there were gusts up to 40. It was stupid.
If not more. Because we were fishing that spot on that beach, and we were getting blown into the show. Like, it was sketchy.
Getting our teeth kicked in.
We turned around, and you just see white caps. We're like, oh, actually, those are the tops of waves.
That was one of those, like, forecast called for 10 to 15 gusts up to 25 to the northwest. That's rough. You know how it is. Anybody that's been up on Winnie or Newfound, like, that's rough.
People passed away
but
that
you can
day.
do it. And then we got up there, and it was more like blowing consistently, like, 20 plus, and gusts up to, like, 35, 40. There was, like, every time it, like, gusted, it was legitimately, like, pushing you over on the boat. And it was like, okay, this is not what
Even
the weatherman
for,
really
like,
called
not,
for.
place isn't really that big either, but, like,
Big
the
enough.
way that it was coming down through there was, like, just perfect, and it was sketchy. A couple people passed away that day on that lake when we were there.
Yeah.
Which is no bueno ever.
Nope.
But
603 tournament on St. Lawrence. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
I'd be asking a lot for everybody, though.
How many How many tourneys will Wheeler win now that they went to 5 fish? Will we see a resurgence of the veterans? I'd like to think so. I do like the fact that they're switching their format up to that 5-fish tournament trail, but until they bring the crowds in and get them involved, like everything else, like, dude, that's the difference maker at the end of the day. I mean, going to the same format, literally everybody else in every tournament scene uses, big step forward. But without having that, like, true weigh-in and, like, that, like, climatic friggin' finish, it's like, it's not the same, man. It's not the same. Tell you what, this is a great question, and it's already 9:15. This has been a great night, but I am dog tired. And we actually have a few more videos we got to record before we call it a night here. But yeah, I'd love to meet up with you guys. We've come to Maine this year. Maine is a big focus for us this year because we've never actually fished up there together. So that's the plan. And actually, one of our goals this year is 20 pounds on, actually, it's a couple of different, like, travel-related goals. I want to do a minimum of, like, a 20-pound bag in every state in the Northeast this season. And not, and like, just at random, which would be great. It'd be kind of fun to do that. Mm-hmm. And then after that, it would be, what did I say? Oh, I want to fish, like, all of the top-rated, like, top Bassmaster-rated lakes in the Northeast, which for some reason they have freaking Michigan lakes on there. But try and pick all the ones that are actually, like, in New England and just travel all of those, like, kind of make a series of that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Champlain, Canada-Wood, Winnie, unfortunately, is on that list. China Lake, Cobbessaconte in Maine. So, like, those two. Cobbessaconte I really want to fish anyway. So,
right.
I don't know. Anyway, everybody that's here still, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate you and your time. Drop a like on the stream before you go. Andrew, tell them where they can... Oh, wait, I hope you're all still here. We have a very special guest lined up for next week. We're going to make this a very special show. We got a beast from the Midwest. It's coming on.
Yes, sir.
Do I want to tell him now?
Nah.
No?
Nah. You guys
Sure?
gotta show up to see who it is.
You sure?
For shizzle.
I think regardless, they're going to come show up. I'm trying to think if there's like something I could say that would be like a teaser.
Midwest smallmouth dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Tell you what, he's a hell of a lot bigger than we are on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a lot bigger. Trying to think. No. You guys have to show up next week. But that's the plan next week. We're going to have him on. We're going to talk smallmouth specifically, cold water stuff, get some input, not only from us, obviously, but obviously from him. It's going to be a phenomenal guest, and I'm really looking forward to this. I reached out to him a couple weeks ago. He's like, hell yeah, dude, I'll do it. And I do have to thank one of my subscribers for kind of facilitating that, because I know he said he's going to reach out to him. I've already been following him for a while anyway. Also, one day he followed me back, and he started engaging with everything we're doing. I was like, okay, cool. So, like, I let that go on for about a month. And I was like, all right, what the hell? I'll reach out to him. And he was like, hell yeah, dude, let's do it. So it's going to be good. No, not Travis. Travis Manson and Epic Eric, we do want to have on at some point. We talked last year with Travis, and he was all for it. We just didn't make it happen. So hopefully this year be good. He's kind of Midwest, yeah. Fighter. God, not fighter. Anyway, signing off, buddy. You guys,
all right.
You see it next week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week at 8 o'clock, like every other Wednesday, at youtube.com/Reel Nothern Bass. Adios, muchachos. I think that's the word. I don't know. Bye.
Good job.